Welcome back to Season 1 of From Chaos to First $1,000 Paid Off. In Chapter 4, titled Find Your Fit, 10-minute quiz to match your payoff style, we're diving into a fun and insightful diagnostic to help you discover your unique approach to tackling debt. Get ready to learn more about yourself and how you can make your payoff journey work for you. Let's get started. Most people quit their debt plan not because the math is wrong, but because the plan feels wrong. One person needs quick wins. Another only cares about saving interest. Now here's the twist. A 10-minute quiz can predict which one you are and how likely you are to finish. Some people quietly obsess over progress bars. Others don't care about streaks or wins at all. They just want to know the plan is logically airtight. Those differences aren't random quirks. They're patterns you can measure. Researchers track things like how you react to delays, how stressed you feel by tight cash flow, and what kind of feedback keeps you moving. Put those signals together and you get something surprisingly powerful, a profile of your payoff style. Instead of guessing whether you'll thrive with snowball, avalanche, a mix, or more automation, you can let your own answers sort you. It's less about labeling you and more about uncovering the conditions where you naturally follow through, even when the balance feels huge and the timeline feels long. Think of this quiz less like a personality label and more like a set of dials we're tuning. How much structure you like, how much uncertainty you can stand, how you react when the numbers move slowly. Researchers call these things individual differences, and they're surprisingly predictive. In one simulation, lower-income participants were 6 to 15% more likely to finish when their plan matched these traits. Real-world apps see the same pattern. When people choose instead of being assigned, they finish faster. The quiz just makes that choice more precise and less about guesswork or shame. Here's what that 10-minute quiz is quietly measuring and how it can steer you toward a plan you'll actually finish. First dial, your tolerance for slow progress. Some people can watch a balance crawl down for months without panicking. Others see two statements with almost no visible change and feel like quitting. The quiz surfaces where you sit on that spectrum. High tolerance? You may be a strong fit for avalanche or a tight hybrid, because you can handle seeing one big balance shrink slowly in exchange for more interest saved. Low tolerance? You're likely to benefit from a snowball-heavy or blizzard setup that deliberately engineers small, early eliminations. Second dial, your cash flow security level. This isn't just how much money you have, it's how much wiggle room you feel you have. One question might put you in a scenario where your car needs a $600 repair the same month your minimums are due. Do you prioritize the car, pause extra payments, or push ahead anyway? Answers like that reveal whether your plan needs built-in flex, such as lower, steady automatic payments plus a separate mini emergency buffer, or whether you're comfortable committing every spare dollar. Third dial, your response to commitment versus flexibility. Some people relax when the system is locked in. Automatic transfers, consolidation into a single payment, maybe a personal loan that turns chaotic card balances into one clear schedule. Others feel trapped by that and would rather keep separate accounts so they can redirect focus whenever life changes. The quiz distinguishes "lock it in so I don't have to think" from "leave me room to tweak," which is crucial before you sign up for any automation or consolidation product. Fourth dial, your risk for reward trade-off. A question might offer two paths: pay an extra $150 a month for 18 months, or $75 a month for 36 months with the option to increase later. Both clear the debt, but your instinct reveals whether you lean toward aggressive, front-loaded payoff or smoother, lower-stress pacing. That helps decide how steep your plan's ramp should be, especially important now that many cards charge APRs north of 20%. Put these dials together, and the quiz doesn't just say, "your snowball" or "your avalanche." It can output something more nuanced like, start with 2 quick small balance wins, then pivot all freed-up payment toward your highest interest card, with a built-in rule to pause extra payments if your checking balance drops below $1,000. That's not a label. It's a playbook tailored to your real habits. Your challenge this week: draft your own mini quiz. 5 this or that questions about how you react to slow progress, surprise bills, rigid commitments, and risk. Answer honestly, then use those answers to sketch the outline of a payoff method you're more likely to stick with. Someone taking the Kirkhouse simulation with identical balances and income might win more money on paper with Avalanche, yet quietly bail halfway through. Another picks Snowball, technically leaves some dollars on the table, and still crosses the finish line. That's the payoff gap your mini quiz is trying to surface. Not who you want to be, but how you actually behave when you're tired, busy, or stressed. One way to test this is to look back, not forward. When you've had a big project at work, did you clear lots of tiny tasks first, or attack the ugliest one? When you've saved before, did you prefer one big target or several labeled jars? Think of this like a doctor choosing a treatment. 2 medications may be equally effective in trials, but the best one is the one you'll consistently take. Your quiz is doing the same for payment patterns, translating your past reactions into a future plan that matches your real-world follow-through, not your idealized self. As these quizzes plug into live bank data, plans could respond almost like weather apps, shifting when an income storm shows up or when spending heat waves hit. Instead of static advice, you'd see options update in real time. Pay more here, ease off there, based on how you and your money actually move. Over time, regulators may even require this kind of personalization, the way investment firms must ask about risk before suggesting where to put your retirement funds. You don't have to finish this exploration today. Let your answers sit, then revisit them after a hectic week or a surprise expense. Patterns that looked faint can sharpen like constellations on a clear night. Over time, that tiny quiz can become a living map, not just of what you owe, but of how you operate when money, time, and energy all collide. Try this experiment. For the next 3 days, pick one task you've been avoiding and deliberately complete it in a way that matches your payoff style from the quiz. For example, if you're a recognition type, tell a specific person what you did and ask for feedback. If you're a progress type, track your before-after in a simple visual like a progress bar or photo. If you're a relief type, set a visible countdown timer and celebrate when it hits 0 and the task is done. Do the same task again on day 2, but this time use a payoff style that is not your primary one from the quiz. On day 3, go back to your natural payoff style and notice what changes in your energy, resistance level, and satisfaction after finishing. At the end, quickly rate each day from 1 to 10 for ease and motivation, and see which payoff style clearly wins for you. This was Owl Up, your daily step forward. To keep learning with structured courses and more insights, go to owlup.co. Until tomorrow!